It's good to do another anime review. Oh, it has been a long time. Well, not since Panty and Stalking a couple of weeks ago. But, hello people of YouTube, tis I the Crimson Assassin with another anime review. And I felt like I just saw you. Yep, because I just posted that video yesterday, and not yesterday, today, as I'm filming this. And I'm here today to review the anime Now and Then, Here and There. Now, guys, this is an anime that took me a while to finish, not only because the things I had to do is because it took me 2 fucking weeks to finish. I know, it took me 2 weeks to finish a 13 episode long anime. But I really have to tell you guys something right now. I discovered this anime by complete accident. Literally, accident. It's one of anime's forgotten gems, if you will. So, what is the story of Now and Then, Here and There? Which I actually recommend people watching. Now and Then, Here and There, Now and Then, Here and There follows a positive, optimistic boy named Shu, as one day coming home from kendo practice, he notices that there's this girl on top of a steam pipe where one of his favorite spots is at. So he starts to get to know this girl with blue eyes and long white hair, when suddenly these 2 mechanical dragon-looking things tries to take this girl named Lalaru and tries to take him away. Well, Shu, trying to be the nice guy, tries to go and rescue Lalaru, but what ends up happening is that he was transported, or like to say teleported, to a very, very desolate world that you don't know what it is, but very interested to find out. And it's basically Shu trying to find Lalaru and getting the hell out of this desolate world. Now, guys, literally, I was not recommended to watch this anime. I found this anime by accident. Literally, here's the story. So I was scrolling through Kids Anime, you know, because I was in the mood for adventure. I was in the mood for an open world, for a other world story. Well, Now and Then, Here and There was the perfect one. And I read the description for the anime. I found it was very interesting, and I watched it, the first episode, and I was immediately hooked. When I saw the next episode, I was just more intrigued. I was more into it. This anime is well worth watching, guys. I mean, seriously. And before we really get into this anime, the one thing I really love about Now and Then, Here and There, is that it discusses the topic of war. What are the effects of war? What are the effects of people's lives in war? How does war change a person? How does war affects their lives and affects their mental state? I really love that moral and how war is a wrong thing, you know? So that's basically one of its good aspects. Another thing, it's its gorgeous soundtrack. Now, I don't really praise the soundtrack in anime, but this one definitely gets praise because I just love how beautiful, touching. I like the violin with happy scenes and the piano. They really make the piano sound very violent in violent scenes. I just really like the soundtrack in the anime, guys. It's very awesome. Next, you have the story. The story in the anime is actually very well done and very, very beautiful. And I will admit, it's very cliche, but I like the twist that they involve in this anime. I felt like it was very original in a sense. Sure, cliche, but in a sense, I found it very original. We have the opening theme, which is actually very Spanish, I would say. The opening and ending themes are actually really very, very beautiful. And it's like the opening, it makes you kind of want to dance, you know? It's pretty nice, albeit very poorly animated, because all you see is pictures of the characters and their names and the voice actor, and that's it. Yeah, I know, very lazy, but I do like the sound, so good job. And last but not least, it's characters. The characters in the anime range from pretty decent to pretty despicable, but they actually do their job very right. You have your main character, Shu, who is this optimistic guy, very positive, always looks at the bright side of things, and I love his character. He's very open-minded, very free-willed, and I like how his determination made it through it all throughout the anime, especially towards the ending. Next, we have Lalaru, who's she's like this enigma. You don't know much about her, and you really want to know much about her, but you kind of don't get much out of this character. She barely talks, and not to mention is that she's very underdeveloped. But I like the relationship between her and Shu. Oh yeah, you guys can tell I'm pretty rusty when in anime reviews. You have this other character named Nabuka, who is, again, very one-dimensional, but you get a sense of why he does the things that he does. I really like the characters in the anime, and they all range from pretty nice to pretty despicable. Like I mentioned before, the very despicable character has to go to the king of Hollywood, which is the place that Shu is being captured by, King Hamado. Now, albeit, he's crazy, but he's good at being crazy. What I mean by that is, he's the main antagonist. The main antagonist is supposed to be evil, supposed to be crazy, supposed to be psychotic sometimes. This character does the job well done. Sure, he's a despicable character, but you can't really hate him because he's good at being bad. And I would at least give him an honorable mention of top 10 best anime villains, but he definitely goes on top 10 craziest psychopaths. So, good job there. You made it on the list, pal. Other characters will have to be Sarah, which, there's some people that like Sarah, some people that don't like Sarah. Honestly, I can't blame Sarah. Oh yeah, there's this girl named Sarah who looks like Lalaru, and she was taken by these guys, by the same guys that tried to take Lalaru, because she looks exactly like Lalaru. I can't really blame Sarah for the things that she's done in the anime. I really can't blame her. But do I really blame her for her blaming Lalaru towards the end of the anime? Nah. I mean, again, I can't blame her. I would say because of Lalaru, she has to be going through this thing. And Sarah, I felt sorry for her. I mean, seriously, guys, like, the things that they show in this anime, they don't sugarcoat anything, okay? It's like Berserk. They don't sugarcoat shit, okay? I'll be honest, there's rape, there's blood, there's war, there's violence, there's child abuse, there's a lot of things about this anime. Very, 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 very descriptive. But I like the moral. War affects people. People's actions happen because of war. The actions of people that they do is because of all war and shit. So in that regard, I think that's the direction that they were going with. But all in all, the moral of the story is war is bad. Whatever happened to love and peace? Now, comes its goods, always has its bads. The cons. Well, what are the cons of this anime? And I would say the first thing that I would say right off the bat is that this anime did not age well. Oh my lord, the animation. This anime did not age well at all. But then, people may argue, oh, but it was made in the early 1990s, so you can't really blame them. No, it is not, guys. This anime was made in 1999. That's right. This anime was born 16 years ago. But if you look at Berserk, right, that was born in 1997, and that animation looked great. So I don't want to hear no excuses. It's just so dark. It's so timid. It's like very, very dull. Not very bright, but very, very dull. The animation just did not age well. You can tell this anime did not age well at all. I mean, wow. It's kind of funny how bad the animation is. I wouldn't say it's bad. Hell, it's probably good during the time. But the animation just did not age well at all. Not at all. And another thing, that the story, there's a few story elements of the anime that wasn't really explored and did not add any weight to the story of the anime. I'll give you an example. Hollywood, right? The guys that basically trying to capture Lalaru, okay? The head guys, are at war. Okay. Who are they at war with? Why do they have war? What started the war? And why are they abducting children to add as their soldiers? And furthermore, why have a war? Who are they fighting against? That never was explained. That never added weight to the story, and that was supposed to be a crucial element to the story, and that was barely explored and added very little weight to the story of the anime. And another thing is that not many of the characters were given much screen time, or were not given any backstory to know why they were acting the way that they act. Perfect example would have to be Lalaru and Nabuka. You know, two very interesting characters that get a lot of screen time in the anime, but A, not given a lot of backstory, B, not getting a lot of development, and C, what was their true purpose? I mean, sure, I would say that out of all the characters, Nabuka gets the least development, but give me something, just give me something, guys, seriously, come on, give me something. All that being said, what are my thoughts on Now and Then, Here and There? It is one of those animes that is a very forgotten gem. I think you really need to turn your, not really turn your brain off, but really invest in the story of the anime to really understand what's going on. Sure, some of the characters range from being decent to very despicable, but you can get over that because that's what they're meant to do. And all in all, guys, I really did like this anime a lot. Very, very descriptive, had a great moral, and you get a sense on why the characters act the way they act. To a degree. So that's why I'm going to give this anime a 7.5 out of 10. It is definitely worth watching, and possibly a contender for Anime of the Year. Well, And this is definitely an anime I definitely recommend everyone should watch, because it's, again, such an underrated anime. Like, I should have discovered this anime sooner so I could put it on my top 10 top 10 underrated animes, because that anime deserves to be on that list. So, if any of you guys seen Now and Then, Here and There, please tell me all about it. What are your thoughts about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know, guys, please. And feels good to be back doing anime reviews, people. So until then, guys, till the next anime review, this is the Crimson Assassin signing out. Peace, YouTube.